know, looking at tough semifinal loss last night, didn't look like you could take a shot.
Yeah.
The knee is just, I think, you know, we try and cover things up, right? Because we don't want to show our hand, right? That's a part of gamesmanship, right? How bad is the knee? Like, I know you don't make any excuses.
Yeah, last time I wrestled, I actually got hurt when I wrestled Soriano in the middle of the match. It was a grade 2 MCL tear. It's like 4 to 6 weeks it's supposed to be. And I was actually like, for about a week and a half, 10 days, I was in a straight leg brace, so I couldn't get on the mat. So about 2 of the weeks before Big Tens, you know, I mean, I was in a leg brace. I had to do a bunch of cardio, upper body stuff. So coming, you know, Big Tens, I had to wrestle 1 match, and that was my first week actually getting on the mat. Like, I couldn't even go live. So my first live match was that 1 match at Big Tens where I had a big knee brace on. It was just like crossing my fingers, praying, you know, that get through, not get any worse, and just keep healing up for where I could actually get on the mat for the next, you know, 9-10 days till we leave to here. So with all that being said, though, you know, I had a lot of adversity this year in the beginning with my knee, and then as I started heating up and feeling great, you know, this thing kind of happens, and I just want to thank God for just, you know, keeping me healthy, letting that be a thing, and just getting me this far. And I know I've got a lot of bigger things coming ahead of me. Yeah, it's obviously a really upsetting loss, you know, especially a guy that I had just beaten, and I felt really confident. But it's hard to keep a good game plan, keep kind of making the improvements, you know, when you get set back like that. So. You know.
Is this an injury you suffered at the Poland Open, or?
So I actually hurt my I tore my PCL in the same knee. So when that happened, I didn't need surgery, but it also, when that happens, your other ligaments kind of tend to.
But was that at the Poland Open?
Yes, it was. It was. Yeah, I hurt it there, and then that was finally that healed up all good. And I had some time in the beginning of the year, but you know, the MCL thing, I didn't really plan on that coming around. So, you know, it's obviously unfortunate, but like I said, you know, a lot learned, and for me to even come into the tournament, enter the tournament, and wrestle really tough with tape on my leg like that. I actually was training in the brace until this weekend.
What word or phrase would you use to describe the past year after finishing second in the NFL?
Just kind of a roller coaster. Like I think it's been positive because I know I've made really good big gains from last year, especially like from that time to September, and then from then to like December, like till January, you know. And early February, I just felt like I was doing awesome. I still feel like that. It's just like clicking wise, you know. It's hard to like your timing down, how I'm moving my hands and stuff like that. And I really had to push it today just because, you know, I'm just like, I was zoned in to wrestle hard back and just forget about my leg, you know.
How you came back in that constant semi, I'm like, what Micic are we going to see today?
Yeah.
And you put 17 points on the board against an All-American, a really good guy. I mean, and it was like, man, this guy, he's zoned in. It doesn't look like the knee matters at all.
Yeah, I wish I'd have been a little bit more zoned in like that. But yesterday, both my matches, you know, I mean, I think I wrestled today. I was my best wrestling for sure. You know, of the tournament, of just as saying like where I left off at before I hurt my knee.
Pressure off. Is that why it was the pressure off? Did you really feel that? That's what it seemed like.
It did look like that, but honestly, like, I wouldn't say the pressure was off. It was more like I just can't care any. It shouldn't affect my wrestling. Like I can't let it go like that. I'm just gonna, you know, let it fly.
Well, you did.
Yeah, and yesterday I think I made some dumb errors in my match that could cost me. You know, I defended a single leg I chose a pretty poor tactic instead of just taking, you know, steady defense, calling a stalemate or breaking out. I tried to grab and fish for a leg to pick it up, and you know, I haven't been really doing leg defense. That's something that I kind of just from beforehand training, you know, just trying to wrestle through positions. And, you know, he sat the corner, popped his head out, and took me down. So that kind of was something that I was a little bit on my bad judgment. And, you know, I did a really sloppy job of standing up. And once he got into a Turk position, I was on down. I mean, it was really hard to get my leg through. So, you know, I made some dumb decisions for I don't think I was really too smart in that area. And trying to piece back together on a guy who wants to play the space game when he's got a lead, it can be a little difficult. So
this is a tough enough sport, being 100%.
It is.
Okay?
When
you're 70%, to come through and place third at the national tournament, you still got to be pretty proud of yourself.
Yeah,
that you were able to do it. And what do we have in store next year?
You know, I obviously have high standards for myself, so I'm obviously upset. But at the same time, like I said, I'm really glad to have this opportunity for myself, for my family, friends, everyone, you know, training partners, coaches that backed me up and got me this far. And like the coaches were really just like doing everything they could for me with my knee. So I just wanted to say that. And also, you know, suppose I have the European Championships are like 3 weeks away, and I'm supposed to go 57 kilos for that. So I just want to go back and figure out how this is going and how my weight is going to be. So we'll figure that out. You know, that was something like that. If everything's just going the way I plan on it, but you know, it's going to be interesting. With you know, freestyle is my main objective now. Go win a world championship. You know, that's my dream. You know, as you know, I'm a freestyle guy.
Olympic red shirt next year.